Okay, so I was muted the whole time I was talking. I said I was probably going to be like one of my first few commissions and also my last for now because I've been really unmotivated on doing art studies, which I want to do, and school has been very, very busy. Like yeah, I just want to improve more, and school is also a pain in the ass, so I need to like fix all my grades and all that sort of stuff. Probably soon. Probably gonna do like huge study sesh, tire myself the fuck out, and then get back into art studies because I need to fix my grades in geometry and all that crappy school stuff. Honestly, I just want to like lock myself away and do art studies because it's hard for me, especially when I said I would do it, is because I daydream way too much and I'd rather be doing that and just like not doing anything productive, which isn't very good. Which is why I'm kind of like already making like stuff I need to do for art studies. Because I already made a list a while ago, but I never got to it. Yeah, I keep messing up on the arm. I need to study on art. Fucking muscles and stuff. Oh, but like yeah, just making this video just to post something, honestly, and just like give a little update of probably what I'm gonna be doing for a while. Social media definitely has been like distracting me and then keep reminding me of like, I'll like go on and I'll add videos and be like, yeah, I'll do an art study on this artist because I kind of like how they drew that and this, but I never really actually do it, which is kind of, you know, awkward for me, because I said I would and I just don't do it. But yeah, also like life's been kind of busy, I get a lot of stress and I'm just like, I want to focus on art, not all these other things, but you know, life's not always fair, a lot of shitty things going on. Like it's been like times where I'm like daydreaming a lot. I'm like, oh yeah, life's good, it's good. And then sometimes if I think about it too much, I'm like, it is good, but like there are a lot of unnecessary stresses I'm giving myself. Like pets, for example. A few pet accidents just happened today. Very stressful. I need to get one of my pets checked out, only because she got like stuck and she started excreting like fluids out of her what's it called? Reptile genitals. I forgot what it's called. Ovula, I think. So like yeah, 'cause she got stuck and you know, she was just like screaming. She bit me. She bit a couple other people when I was trying to get her out, and I started panicking. Very stressful. Imagine if I didn't catch that this was not recording. I'm not bringing the mic up to my mouth because I don't want to breathe into the mic again. It's like I don't like that. It's like kind of annoying, so I just gave up. Sorry if I'm like quiet. But yeah, just wanted to give that update of what was going on. Probably just gonna be very quietly doing this. Like, I'll just give an example of what I want to work on. Hair, for example, I just feel like it's really clumped up when I do this. It's obviously looking very like, how do I say this, like melting into each other in like not a good way. Sort of like a messy, unclear way. And I'm spotting that, and there's also this like thing where I'm like fixing it right now, but also at the same time I'm like lacking the energy or motivation. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I think my daydreaming just got like really bad to the point where I'm sort of desensitized. Well, maybe not desensitized. I don't know the word. I don't know what to call it. It's just like a really weird point in my life. And I'm like overthinking everything. Like, is it everything okay or is it not? Sort of thing. I don't know. Kind of ugly and dumb stuff. And like my like hope for like a life would be like chill, like some artist YouTuber things. I don't know where some chill places to live. And then like a bunch of art stuff. Oh man. And then I still gotta do like all that teenage stuff like getting a driver's license. Like, you know, that's still coming my way. I gotta get that license, bro. At the same time, I'm like, no, I'll do it later. But then later it might be too late, and what if I want to drive a car? You know, how am I going to do that? Yeah, I could probably, like, okay, I'm just randomly talking. I need to figure out how layers work. Like, honestly, like, you know, multiply, saturation. I get saturation, like, I do that for grayscale because I recently learned that from TikTok, but, you know, meow. But, like, yeah, stinky life. But this count as like a midlife crisis, but teenage. I don't know. I'm just spouting dumb shit right now. I'm like low-key debating if I want to keep talking or just like have you guys watch me draw really slowly with like no sound or anything. Cause I'm like I don't want to do all that editing stuff right now. Yeah. Oh yeah, I probably need to like work on in my sketchbooks more, work on painting and color theory again because I get like a little bit nervous coloring. Like even anatomy, I want to work on that because like I'll recognize core muscle groups as in like, you know, bicep, whatever, what that is not bicep, like that's like the shoulder thing, right? Like getting to the back, or like the pec, right? You got that part of the muscle. That's just me doing this. But then you're like, what are these called? You know, you need to remember, because I only do like main shapes. I don't I want to be able to like shape those muscles in, and then not worry about it. Yeah, so which is why I'm going to start using sketchbooks more, and then so that I can just go in and scribble in them. You know, that's what sketchbooks are for, to scribble in and explore, which I've not been doing because I've been motivated as fuck. But the thing is, I will go and I will tell myself, oh, you know what, I'll just do it later, you know? Oh, yeah, because I'm a procrastination god. I keep telling myself, oh, yeah, you know, that study, I'll make a playlist now, and then I'll, like, do it when I have motivation, or, like, in the summer. But guess what, I don't do it in the summer. And also my sleep schedule is bad. Which makes me mad. So mad. Which is why I'm locking in now, guys. Locking in. Anyways, I like redid this pose like 10 times for this drawing. No one comment on how I'm like randomly pausing and then talking again. This is a journey in conversation with myself. Okay, anyways, I redid this pose a couple times and the outfit, but the sketch is like right here. And I think I kind of screwed myself over by doing like this thin line art and trying to keep it clean when my style is a bit like sketchy and then render it in later sort of thing. Which was a dumb choice on my part. Whew, why do I do this to myself? Okay. Honestly though, not my fault for the clothing part, but I also still need to like learn how to draw clothes again, because I can do fabric at some point, but then I forget, which is why. And then like with drawing in general, I'm like always constantly worrying, what if I forget how to do this? Or what if I do this concept once and then I just never do it again because I want to draw other things? Which is like, you know, worries. And then I have that thing where I'm like, oh, what if someone sees it, or like someone needs to see this? I need to get like recognition for these sort of things. But I think what I can do is get rid of social medias, stop looking at other things unless it's from like artists I like. Main thing too, I feel like I need to find like some sort of inspiration of like artists with like older techniques, sort of thing, people to look up to. And then like do those sort of studies of like how they do it. Just like those like I think workshops or whatever. But at the same time I'm like going to an art class is kind of scary. Because it's that overall fear of comparing yourself or people just looking down at you, and like honestly, I thought I was the type of person to go, yeah, I don't care, fuck them. Which I am most of the time. I think it just depends on the day. But like there are times where I'm like super subconscious or whatever the word is, not like thinking too much. Or like, you know, because I'm more like of emotional rather than logical sometimes. My personality. Anyways. But like, yeah. Honestly, I have like $50 right now that I could spend on a mic, maybe. But I'm like, there's someone I really want to commission right now. I mean, they're kind of closed anyways, but you know, I think a headshot is like $50. And then I'm like, I really love the artist a lot. But maybe I'll buy like a better mic. But I don't know what it would do because I'd still need to get editing, and my computer is like really, really slow when it comes to that because it's from Costco. And it's like one of those ones where the PC is just like in the computer. So I don't have like a giant box. And then my dad's like, oh, I'll get you a tablet, but you know, I think I stress too much financially, but at the same time I don't. Which bothers me because I'm like, this guy, it's like, you know, my future if he like goes and spends money. Because I don't know if like debts carry on to the kids. I think it's dumb. Make sure someone in the family does this, but you shouldn't really push the debt onto the kids, you know. And it's also like dumb on the parents' part. My dad's like, you know, I'll get out of the debt if I ever do. Because, you know, I get out of everything, but like, you never know what's gonna happen. But I think that's just my fear of like the unknown in the future, and I'm like having trouble. I'm always thinking of the future, of like what's gonna go on in the future, rather than dude, what is up with this lame ass talk right now? But like, you know, the future, I'm like always thinking of like I said, the future, I'm like, yeah, I'll do this in the future, and I'll fix this in the future, and I do that with work too, and it's just always constant procrastination. I'm like, there's gonna be times where I'm like super motivated, I'm like, right now, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do all this, but will I actually ever do this? I think it's like a really bad habit that I picked up. I don't know if it's from my parents or from my dad, or like, you know, something passed on like genetically where you procrastinate, and I just really don't like it because I want to be, you know, motivated. Because last year in school I had really good grades, but now I'm having like, I have a couple A's, but there's going to be like D's in a couple classes, and I look at that and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll study at some point. But at the same time, I'm like, yeah, you know what, I have that grade in that class, I don't care. But, you know, saying that, I'm still too scared to check grades sometimes, where I'm just like, you know what, I don't want to look at that grade right now. That's like, you know, not really what I want to look at, or like I don't really want to look at that right now, because it's going to cause me stress. And then the only reason that's stress is because I let myself get to that point in my grade, which is stupid, because, like, at the same time, I'm like, I just need a huge break from school, which is why there are breaks, and I need to, like, teach myself how to do things in a way that, like, doesn't drain myself. Because at the start of the year, I think it's because I came to school, like, horrible sleep schedule and everything. I need to make myself a schedule and not let myself get ruined over time. And it's dumb. And then at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to be like my parents because I want to be my own person. Because, you know, I said that probably it's because of them that I kind of picked up some things. I really don't like being compared to people sometimes. And then, like, you know, there's that obsession where I have, like, this obsession over my own characters where I'm, like, constantly thinking about them. I'm constantly daydreaming about them. Like, of scenarios, I have to have music, I have to have something to think about. And then immediately when something happens and I'm like, okay, that made me real uncomfortable, I will go and I'll be like, okay, so anyways, I'm gonna add that to my, like, OC shit. But yeah. Anyways, guys, how's your week going? I like these brushes a lot. I found them online, but I've seen people, like, talk of, like, Clips Duo Paint, you know, those are, their art sort of flares, but I just hate the fact that, you know, like, art is a luxury, and I hate the fact that there's that AI shit going on, and I'm just, like, really anxious about my future, because growing up, I already set myself up for art, and if I can't do that, I might as well just, like, jump off a cliff and die. I don't know, because, you know, huge attachment to art since I was a kid. I already set my path on that. It was either that or a YouTuber, maybe both, because of, you know, the idea of having someone to talk to maybe as a kid. I liked of, like, people appreciating me and liking me. You know, with, like, having a little fan base. At the same time, there's gonna be those, like, stressors of, like, people harassing you for stupid shit, where you do something dumb, and I don't want to do anything dumb because I don't want to be a bad person. But, you know, people make mistakes and all that dumb crap, you know. This mic's probably not gonna pick up, like, everything I say. I'm gonna be, like, mumbling. No, I am mumbling. Okay, if you see this and I'm mumbling, you have to shoot me. Please don't actually shoot me. I don't. Ow, stop hitting me. Okay, anyways. Yeah, no, today's been, like, slightly depressing. I don't know if it's, like, the perspective of the whole world's gonna end if this certain thing is going on because of, like, you know, life in general. You feel like things are just getting torn apart every day, or if one thing happens, it's gonna affect your whole life. Like, I can draw with my left hand if anything happens to my right hand, because, like, it gets, like, random, like, inflammation, you know, time to time, because I'm constantly cracking it, which is not good, guys. And I think about back to that time of, like, where it all started, when I started cracking it back in, like, middle school because of, like, some volleyball thing in PE, and I fucking injured my wrist, and it got really bad, to the point where I was, like, thinking about low-key offing myself. Speaking of, like, people having to switch up their words, just so that they don't get, like, their thing, like, in trouble, I just think that's dumb, because there are things people need to hear, and I don't get why there's, like, you know, you're banned for saying that word. You have to change the word into a different term, and the overall just defeats the overall purpose. I think it's just kind of dumb. But maybe that's because I overheard my dad's, like, friends talking about it at one point. And one thing I'm still kind of pissed about is, like, overall, just, like, the world in general. You know, I'm gonna fight all of you, world. What the fuck? Oh. Okay, what's happening? Like, you know, I'm looking back at this drawing. I think it was supposed to be flats, but I'm like low-key rendering it right now. I need to get beat up. But it's okay because I took too long on the commission. It's been a couple weeks, so I'll just be like, so I'm like, I don't know what am I gonna say. I'm like, low-key, accidentally rendered. Well, this isn't rendering, this is like a messy painting for the thingy majiggy. Please don't beat me up. Okay, that's literally the same color as the background. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna look at these color palettes. And I'm gonna go for this color for just like the main one. That's cute, right? The purple. Ooh. Okay, wait. Ew. Huh? Ew. Nice. Ooh. So pretty. Oh yeah, one thing, I want to do backgrounds at some point, like, just like overall learning, because, you know, I'm gonna have to do backgrounds at some point, and also it just really helps with, like, compositions of pieces, and it can be used for storytelling. Oh my goodness, 22 minutes of talking in random silence. Okay guys, goodbye.